Today we're going to talk about what it costs to run and keep up an Airbnb here in Puerto Rico. I'm going to give you some actual numbers. We'll talk about taxes and repair costs and Wi-Fi and power and all the numbers it takes to actually run an Airbnb, a vacation rental. You know, a lot of people want to talk all the time about how much money it's going to make, but that's going to depend on where your location is, how close to the beach you are, what your amenities are, how well you do it. Do you have a manager? How well of a job do you advertise it? But I'm going to go over the expenses today because these expenses should be able to transfer well to any part of the island, to any kind of a property. I'll tell you a little bit about my house so you get an idea of how big it is and that sort of thing. But a lot of these costs should give you a good idea if you're thinking about buying an investment property here in Puerto Rico. I got made fun of in my last video for how I was saying Puerto Rico. So now I got to make my brain say Puerto Rico a little bit better in this video. So let's get into the numbers right now.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, before I give you the numbers, just in case you're new here, this is the Retirement Mentality channel. So I want to change your mentality about retirement. We talk a lot about investing in real estate on this channel because that is how I've been able to retire. I have 5 properties in Florida, and then I have this property here in Puerto Rico that we rent as a short-term rental. So we're going to talk about the numbers today. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to start off with before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about the house. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. I think the square footage is probably around 1,800 square feet. We have split AC units in 4 bedrooms plus the living room. We don't have one out there kind of in the dining room kitchen area, but if you leave all the doors open and turn on the other AC units, it gets into there. We're in a gated community, so we do have HOA fees in here. I do have a pool, and we rocked all of the backyard and landscaped the backyard, but I have a little tiny strip of grass in the front yard. I'll show it to you in a minute here. And so we do have to pay to maintain that as well. So let's get into what the actual cost to run and upkeep this house look like. Also, I turned off the AC unit so you wouldn't hear it. So you're gonna see me maybe get a little bit sweaty as we go through the video here. Okay, so let's start with real estate taxes. Our real estate taxes this year are going to be $2,100 roughly. They went up about 20% from last year. So they were just over $1,800 last year, and they're just shy of $2,100 this year. So that's what our real estate taxes cost here in the Humacao region of Puerto Rico. And our homeowner's insurance on this house, it is insured as a vacation rental. So if it's a primary residence that you're looking at or a second home, this number could be a little bit lower. But our homeowner's insurance runs about $1,800 a month. And we do pay for flood insurance also. We're about 4 houses back from the beach. Insert cool drone footage here to show you where the house is located. And we pay about $650 a year for the flood insurance. Okay, now the pool, maybe I'll take you with me to go look at the pool. We've got a lot of projects going on here. The seat cushions were really dirty on the couch, so it's an IKEA couch, so I disassembled the whole couch and we washed them, and now we're drying them. So let me take you outside here and show you the pool. Okay, so the pool is pretty big. We pay $40 every week to have the pool maintained. I'll do a running total at the end of the video to give you guys, so I'll add it all up for you guys, but $40 a month to maintain the pool. And we do pay about another couple $100 a year to change the filters. All the pool equipment is back here behind this Puerto Rican flag, and we have to change the filters and things. It's got a big, huge filter, like a cloth filter that we have to change. I don't know why they don't do sand filters here, but that's how it works. And we got to pay a couple $100 to get new filters every year. So here's a look at the front yard. I got this little piece of grass here, this little piece of grass here, and then down the side of the house, we've got grass. And we pay about $70 a month to have this, and this little strip in the front here. We pay about $70 a month to have this grass cut and weed eated and keep it looking good out here. We also pay for an exterminator to come in and spray. I don't know how often he comes and sprays. We pay him $55 per quarter, roughly. I don't think he comes every month. I think he might come every 3 months and sprays, and we pay about $55 for that. So again, we'll add all this up at the end of the video. Now, some of the utility bills and things, we're gonna have to average those out. We pay about $45 a month for our water. We do not have a septic system here. We're on city water and city sewer. So that $45 is our water and our sewer fee. You gotta pay for the water coming in, and you gotta pay for the water going out. We're in an HOA, as I mentioned. It's a gated community, and we pay $240 a year for the HOA fees. That covers the gate maintenance, which breaks about once a week, it seems like, and the maintaining the beach, and there's some common areas where they cut the grass and things, and we have some street lights. So that covers all of that, $240 a year. Something else that we pay for here, which I think is important, is we pay about $500 a year to keep the AC units maintained. They clean the units on the roof, the condensing units, and they clean the filters inside in the part that's on the inside. I don't know what you call that, the AC unit. And those are our fixed costs. I'll also throw in here to our fixed costs, we have some legal fees, for accounting and doing the taxes here, and every so often we have to talk to a lawyer about something. We put this house into an LLC to get a extra layer of protection. So I'm going to say about $500 a year for legal fees. And those are basically our fixed costs, and I'll put a total here or here in one of these general areas. I'll add that all up and put a total here for you guys. And then we're going to talk about our unfixed costs, which I'm just going to call it repairs and put one big number on repairs. And the number that we used for our taxes last year was $9,145. And I'll show you a little bit about what that included. Now that I want to come outside, the neighbors are having a party. There's a leaf blower going back there. What I wanted to show you was, part of what that was we put in all these rocks. Where's my finger? We put in all these rocks out here. There's some more rocks back there. So that's included in the $9 grand. After we put the pool in, there wasn't anywhere for the water to go, and it gets a ton of rain here. So we had this like gutter system. They put PVC pipe along here, because normally there's just like a tube that comes out and the water drains off of the roof and falls down on the ground here. So we had this PVC pipe put in, and it all runs down and goes down into the side yard over there. We also added this pretty cool, we had this concrete slab poured here, and that was like $500 for the slab, plus $400 for the fake grass, plus these chairs. We had an outdoor shower put in here. That was a couple $100. Here's a little side yard where we have to get the grass cut also. So that money included all those things. The wood we built this little structure here to cover up. There's a cistern back there, like I said, and the pool equipment. So even though we've had this house for like 4 years, it seems like we're still doing a lot of construction projects all the time. As soon as I finished recording out there, the guy with the blower quit, but then you could hear the people at the party next door better. Anyway, some other things that were included in that $9,000. We had a couple of roof leaks that we had to get fixed, which were actually, that's why part of this house looks so tore up. I don't know if you can see this. Roof leaks are back in this room, and in another bedroom, the ceiling is about to fall down. So I've had the guys up on the roof for the past 2 days. They're trying to get this work done in the rain. I might do a whole video just about these roof problems, so let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that. Also, things like the stove broke. We had to get a new heating element. We have to repaint things all the time because these leaks in the roof happen, and paint just sort of peels off of the concrete here in various weird ways. So we're always scraping and repainting things. What else? Oh, we also bought a bunch of plants and pots outside. So hopefully some of these things, like the gutters and the rocks and the plants, and we had to do some repair work on the pergola. Hopefully a lot of these expenses aren't going to be recurring, but that's what they call. We've spent over $9,000 in repairs and upgrades last year. It's April now. We don't really have a running total quite yet, but I'll let you know how much this roof thing is going to cost. They had guys up there yesterday with chisels and air hammers and shovels, and they were pouring some kind of a thing into the cracks to fill the cracks, and they got to pour another thing on top of that, then they got to put leveler on top of that, then they got to reseal on top of that. So I don't really know how much this is going to cost, but I'm going to do a roof video because this is very common. The house across the street is having, I got guys up on their roof right now. It's been raining, cats and dogs here for a couple of weeks, and so everybody, my neighbor said they have roof leaks. So apparently everybody's having roof leaks right now with all the rain we've been having. So something you're probably going to have to deal with. This is the 3rd time we've dealt with roof leaks in this house in 3 years. Okay, so there you go. There's what it costs to run my short-term rental here in Puerto Rico. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. We talk a lot about retiring early on this channel. We also talk about my Puerto Rico house. I have a lot of people very interested in the Puerto Rico content. But we also talk about retiring early, investing in real estate, buying real estate in Florida, and many other things on this channel. So hopefully you like the content and you'll consider sticking around. And if you like this video, go watch this video next, and I'll give you all of the details about what it costs to remodel this house and put in the pool. A hot topic, I know.